Searching podcasts for Dave, and one more time.
Hey, South Louisiana. True fact, it's okay to mow the grass on the roadside more than once a year for Mardi Gras. Driving on the bayou is like driving in a cane field. You can't see nothing. Aren't you embarrassed? Don't answer. We know you're not. After all, you gave us, Dave, and Juan.
And 3.
Number 2.
After that comes 1.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, man, listen.
All in black.
No, hey, there you go. Back in black. And I know nobody cares, but we do. It's a Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, man.
Sunday morning. I set an alarm to wake up to do this, dude. I rarely do that for work, but hey, for you, as always, and more importantly, America, you're welcome.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Gratitude. We feel it flowing in.
You're welcome. And while we're doing it all, hi, everybody. How are you? I'm Dave.
I'm Juan.
And this is David Juan.
More time.
There you go. Getting this done on a Sunday morning because Juan got to go to church.
That's right, dude. See, this is my. I know I wear black a lot, but this is my production black. So I run camera in church, and so I've got to.
I go to church tonight like God wanted. You know, we go to evening mass as it tells you in the Bible. I think. I'm not sure.
I must have missed that part.
That's an extra chapter they put in there, you know. Yeah. So I'm wearing a Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, man. Bandit 77, brother. Yeah, that's
the baddest car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Firebird Trans Am with that Beagle.
That's right. So my son. Oh, the son gave me that birthday present. Yeah, and the other one got me a pressure washer, which is kind of funny. The second part of my present is going to be showing him how to do it, but how to use it. But that's going to be a little difficult. We dropped him off he's in Thibodeau, man. We got the Martins. The Martins are back in. We got a representative now back in Thibodeau. Going to Nicholls.
When does school start? I don't even know.
It starts the day this airs. So
okay. All right. That's quick.
On Monday, yeah. By the time this podcast airs for the first time, I'm hoping the lad made class.
Maybe 2 of them.
We'll see. And got a job apparently at a bank there. So it's gonna be off and at him. I'm sure we're still going to be in touch, and I'm sure we still spending money. So it's all good. But it's been a good week.
You always spending money.
Mm-hmm. Been a good week. Back home. Houston Thibodeau Drive didn't get any shorter. It's but nice. It's sad you judge it by how many major wrecks or road closures or you know, did we catch a rock in the windshield this time? Yeah, but all good. Hey, Louisiana, and you know I'm from Louisiana. It's part of, you know, it's in my heart. Hey, y'all can cut the grass whenever y'all feel like it. All right.
Hey, bro, it rains here a lot, man.
You ain't lying. So we've been in it's not a drought, but it's pretty tough. We'll be 98 degrees again, I think tomorrow, or it's hot. It's hot here in the Houston area. We've gotten very little rain. I felt like I was in Forrest Gump, the movie Forrest Gump, when I was there in Louisiana for 4 days. And I did a lot of yard work. I got all the scratches, bruises, you know, probably some poison. I got all the stuff to show it. Man, rains. It was two or three times every day.
Yeah, I
Rain.
cut my grass yesterday about 10 in the morning, which is rare for me. Because I usually do it, like when you go to mass at the end of the day. Um, and it was, I mean, my yard, I've said this before, is 6 feet wide. But I had to hurry up and get it done in between rain showers, and as it was, I was sloshing through.
It became comical, and hey, it's weird. It's weird how it works out, right? And that was and then you can tell the old man, because I know I must have said 10 different times over the course of a few days, man, boy, we need this in Houston, yeah. Right? We talk like it's like rain is fungible. Like they need to send some of this to Houston, man. We could use this in Houston. I'm tired of it raining here. I mean, look, the mosquitoes in Louisiana about this point are like, hey, bro, we good. We good.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah, right. You're killing us.
We don't need no more rain. All right, let it go. But hey, there it is.
Yeah, it's funny. My dad had COVID last week, and still every conversation we have, he's fine. He felt bad for a couple of days.
Like most of America.
Yeah. But had a cold.
Yeah, that's right. He had a cold. He had a cold with a fancy name. Watch how much we talk about that. We're gonna get ratioed or throttled again. Like, geez.
But it's still the conversation. Is you feeling okay? Okay, well, good. Did you get any rain? And so,
did you get any rain?
And he'll always give me the exact measurements. Oh, I got the 3 1/4 inches between yesterday and today.
I used to make fun of that. We all did. We all do. We're doing it now. We're making. Yeah. The older you get, I can only imagine. We're already at that point, right? That's what I said. You never see kids. You've never heard a teenager, except maybe my poor older boy, because he's heard me say it enough growing up. And he was probably in his mid-teens. Yeah, we need some rain.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, oh man, I'm making you old before your time there, buddy. Hang on now. But yeah, you talk about the weather and you talk about what hurts. You know why? You know why you do that? Because there's always weather.
And it always hurts.
That's right.
Well, you talk about getting old. So this week I got a notice on, I've got a few different life insurance policies. And I guess this one I guess it's almost 20 years old. Is that like the typical term on a life insurance policy?
Oh, you're knocking up on that?
Yeah. And so it's about to run out. I pay $75 a quarter for this thing. So it will expire in October, but not to worry, according to the letter, because I can just extend it. The rate will increase to $500 a month. From $75 a quarter, which equates to
$300 a year.
A month.
$300
a year. Over the 20 years of that policy, $6,000. $500 a month equates to $6,000 a year.
Because the actuaries, is that what they call them? The actuaries.
Yeah.
I again, we're going to get into the words. We butchered that word last week. Again, I went back. What we were talking about, advantageous or what was the word? No, it was
hell, I don't know. Advantageously? No, that's not.
Whatever it was. But we both messed it up again. We both we debated it. I agreed you were right, and we were both wrong. But again,
there you go. That was your first mistake. Agreed, I was right.
America. We're not lying. Everybody else is lying.
We thought it was right.
Sometimes we're wrong, but we'll come back and say. Now I wish I could remember what it was. It'll come to me later. But yeah, so the actuaries are sort of betting you're gonna die, Juan.
Right.
You're not a good risk anymore.
Apparently, I'm a lot greater chance of it.
Neither am I. Hey,
I'm 20 years ago.
We're all. I guess mine must come up soon. I used to say that all the time. Man, best financial move for my family is if I die. Yeah,
I let Joey know. I said, hey, now's the time if you want me to go.
Man, you get till October. So hey, it's out here now. We're gonna know if you suddenly,
And her response is, well, you wouldn't get the policy, would you? Or wouldn't? I said, oh yeah, we'll pay out. You'll be all right. So
happy birthday, Boo. Happy birthday.
Yeah. So, and then she got her, benefits renewal package at work, and apparently now pet insurance is a benefit that she can get through her job.
She can get pet insurance. I used to make fun of that as well. And years ago, so 20 somewhat years ago, working in where I was working. And I want to say we did some things with Walmart. I used to do I still know a few folks there, but just and they started selling. It wasn't Walmart that was selling it, but around some other companies offering pet insurance. I remember when pet insurance became a thing, and I was like, "What? Who's buying really pet?" Again, because I'm a Bayou guy. We grew up. You grew up like pet insurance. Okay, man, your dog's sick. Oh, do you hope he gets better?
Yeah, rough. He ate. I don't know what else I could do.
Did any dog in the world have cancer before somebody decided to start, figuring out that dogs get cancer? I mean, really, like, you just had your dog die. Oh man, I don't know.
He was here for a while.
Fluffy was great. Fluffy made it about 6, 7, and then he had a bump. Fluffy had a bump on his hip. And then he went, but he had a good life right now.
Look, that's I don't think anybody has that dog down the street. Go get him.
We used to have them. There were no, and I look, I'm not saying things better or worse now, but there were no shelters, right? There was no, there was no free dog show. It's not really free. Well, now they run things. You have to pay a shelter, you still have to pay whatever. Yeah, but I got to get paid. Yeah. Back in the day, it was, hey, I think your Tonton's got a dog that's about to have some puppies.
Yeah, you want one?
You want one? I mean, we don't know what it bred with. We don't know. We're going to find out when it comes out. If
you get that soon enough, you get the first one.
That's
you
right.
Pick which one you want.
That's right. Well, it's a beagle, but we don't know. It got out, so we don't know. We don't know what it bred with. So who knows? It could be some big dogs. It could be some little dogs. We don't know. Man, that was a better time, man. You went and you showed up and you tried to figure out how big that dog gonna get. I don't know.
Look at his paws.
Yeah. I was always that. I would always take I would take the runt. Everybody says, "Oh, you get there to get." Nah, man, give me the one that looks like, okay, you need some help. That's. I ain't getting a dog to. I'm not looking for a superhero dog. Get the little one. Get the runt. He's gonna be appreciative. Get that one. Get the one. Get the one that when all the puppies start feeding, he can't get them one. She only got the dog only has 6. Trying to say how to say it when I get. They got 7 puppies, so one of them's always
one of them gonna be on his own.
One of them always gets the shaft. One of them's got to hope that another one gets full and falls off. And the mama don't get bored and get up and leave. That poor dog. That's the one you want to adopt. You want to adopt that poor dog. That dog's
he's a survivor. Dog's gonna
grow up with a complex, an overachieving complex. Like
so
not gonna be hungry.
You want to talk about giving people complexes and the back in the day. Well, there was an incident at Joey's school on Friday that seemed like it was very much something that would have happened back in our time. So and could easily give a kid a complex.
The Mesozoic period.
So there were 2 brothers on a bus. One's in kindergarten, and it's a lower school, so it's 5th grade is the oldest. I'm not sure how old the older boy was, but the older boy basically pushed the younger boy under the seat of the bus.
Okay, these were brothers.
Brothers
Fighting. Brothers.
Yeah, I don't know if they were fighting or just jacking around.
Yeah, it sounds like a fight to me.
So this was at the end of the day on Friday. The bus was set to bring kids home. The kid in kindergarten got stuck under the seat. So I don't know how small the seat opening was or how large the child was. Could not get him out. The janitor came onto the bus with tools to try to disassemble the seat.
Get out of here.
Could not do it. So they evacuated the bus. The kids behind the stuck kid had to get out the back emergency exit. Everybody else went out the front of the bus. They ended up having to call the fire department.
Are you kidding me?
To come with the jaws of life.
No. No. man.
Now you reckon, I don't know about nowadays, but back when we were young, that older brother would have got a butt whipping like there was no tomorrow.
Oh, well, first, yeah. Okay, that may still have happened. Who knows, right? If you depending on the parents. Yeah, exactly. If you had good parents, that's what was going to happen. If you got, a bunch of Cooyon shoes, they'd be aggravated. How come you couldn't get my kid out from under the
Yeah.
what kind of operation you running here that my kid could be stuck under the seat? What you talking about? It your other son that shoved him there. How in the world? I need to see pictures on that.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying.
Look, that never would have happened in our day. You know why? I guarantee you, one of the janitors at Galliana Elementary or Galliana Junior High would have showed up with a freaking can of some kind of lubricant, some kind of grease. They'd have lubed
Hacksaw.
that or they'd have just said, you know what, bro? He's gonna dehydrate in about like 3 hours. He's gonna be a little smaller. He's gonna get a little smaller. We're gonna get him out. Joe. Oh man. Okay, I'm not even. Well, I guess I am judging. Usually, when I say I'm not judging, I actually am judging.
Judge.
I'm about to judge. That's society. We just got stupid people. We got. Well, I don't know that we're any stupider than we used to be. We're a lot more ignorant than we used to be, and we play by ridiculous rules. And
well,
that's a bunch of people afraid.
Yeah, maybe the kid said "ow" when they were pulling him out.
Yeah, I guess so. He said "ow," and I'd be like, "Hey, first of all, that space is not designed to shove a kid into, so that's on you, brother."
Yeah, suck it up, buttercup.
What they should have done is just everybody left and told the brother, "Hey, you ain't leaving till you get him out. That's on you. You shoved him in there. You shoved him in there. That's on you."
Yeah, we'll all be in the inside sucking up some AC. Let us know when we're good to go.
Oh man. But yeah, so the upside of that is if you'd have told the story and the end of the story ends with Jaws of Life showing up at a school bus, you'd have been like, oh man, that's the most horrific thing I've ever heard. Then when you hear the rest of the story, say, no, because somebody shoved their brother on me. So I was saying, we haven't done this as the early weeks. That would have been a Cooyon of the week, right?
Yeah.
So even though that's not an official
it's not a declaration.
And it's not an official segment of the podcast anymore, we'll give an honorary Cooyon of the week to all of them. Give it to all of them. Give it to the brother. Give it to I don't know, the kid might have been overpowered. You don't know how willingly he went, in under the seat. And to everybody who handled it. I swear I need pictures. I need documentation.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can get some.
I can't might I get them before the podcast goes out, but yeah, I'm just trying to get my head around. You probably couldn't even could take pictures now because for privacy reasons.
You have to blur out his face.
Yeah. But that's good. So good luck to that family. You got some winners there, man. Oh, geez. But yeah, we was talking about all the things in Louisiana. I get there and, we think we talked about this before. I'm only there a few times a year and things in my head. I want to get to this. I want to get to this. I want to get this project done. I want to get right. You just, and there are things going on. They got, yard people keeping stuff up, but nobody's trimming hedges. Nobody's
right. Your mom, it's
trimming trees, that kind of stuff. Nobody's little projects. And thankfully I've got a brother-in-law who can do plumbing, electrical, that helps. But I'm like the grunt when I get there doing house. And it's a big house, big yard. So there's always something to do. And I'm the worst, man. I get out there and my poor mom must tell me 1,000 times while I'm there, sit down, would you stop? All you do is, and because I got a deadline, and if I was here for a month, I'd be taking my time. I'd be like, yeah, no, but I know we're leaving. I got to get this stuff done. And these projects that get not out of hand, but you start doing something, realize, oh, I got to do that. And you start doing, dude, I want to say it was on my birthday. It might've been on my birthday. My birthday or the day after, I forget which one, but so I have to take tree limbs because a big oak tree. It's actually a neighbor's oak tree. We have some in the front, but a neighbor's oak tree is coming over and over to the roof and actually touching. Your insurance company don't like that, bro. They send you
No,
letters.
that's your responsibility.
They send you letters. The insurance company says, "Hey, you got to take them branches off the roof, or we're not gonna cover you no more." All right. So, all right. So I got to get those. Now. And again, try to find anybody to do anything is tough. So I gotta long. So I start, and I'm doing all right.
Dude, on an oak tree.
On an oak tree, bro. And yeah. But I got a big long, one of them pole saws, right? I know my way around one of them. So I've trimmed some trees in my day. All right.
And that's some work.
Well, and then, right. And it's but I'm getting better. I'm a little smarter all right. It's not just cutting the branch. You got to learn. Don't cut a big piece. You got to cut it in small because, man, you cut too big a piece. You got a bigger problem when that thing when it falls, it's going to break. It's going to break whatever it lands on. And then you're still going to have to cut it up because you can't get it through the space to get it to okay. So I'm getting better at that, like cutting in smaller pieces. And man, don't let it fall on the air conditioning. I'm cut. Oh, geez. I got, because one of the central units is on the back of the house, and I'm thinking, oh, geez, this could be a very expensive branch if I drop a branch on top.
You got to throw a rope on there and pull it a certain way.
Yeah, that'd be the way to do it. That looks good on TV. That looks good on. Nobody does that. So, man, now understand. So this is probably 9 o'clock in the morning in Louisiana. The humidity is about
95 degrees.
About 117% humidity. I mean, it's just you just drenched already. 9 in the morning, I start and I'm doing these. And you don't realize it's like an exercise. It's like if you go, an authentic, we just start like a Cajun gym. You show up at a gym and you see all these people doing these stupid exercises. And I see some people sometimes doing a workout, and I always want to walk up and say, what muscle are you isolating right now? Like, can you tell me on the, just if I showed you a chart here, the human anatomy, what muscle are you isolating with that particular, like, very unique move you're doing? Because maybe it's important. Maybe I should be working on mine. Maybe that's why your posture is so great, because you have that isolated. But a good Cajun gym, you'd walk in and give you a tree saw. Say, all right, now you're going to work at this angle for a little while.
Yeah, then you're going to go this way.
Then you're going to go this way. Then every now and then you got to stay limber. You got to move because in case it falls, right? So I'm doing this. I'm probably 30 minutes, and I don't ask for help because I don't want, not that I don't need help. I don't want anybody out there gasping or telling me what to do, or are you sure? I like my wife, God love her, and she, she worries about me, but it doesn't help, right? Just trying to look, man, it's like driving when somebody's always going, does not help, right? So I'm already tired. I'm already tired. All right, but okay. And I realized on the back of the house there's a like an awning. It's not sheet metal, but it must be aluminum or whatever. It's been there for a long time and it made the hurricane. It's great, but it's a great shaded patio area. Well, on top of that thing, dude, it was like the word I was thinking of. What's an aquarium? What do you call the aquariums for plants? A
terrarium.
Terrarium. Okay. A lab could not have grown a more lush, like, I'm talking, there's a root system up there because it's right. It's concave or convex. And it's all channels. The whole thing is channels, dude. So
yeah, like a row.
Now from the distance, it's like lovely. Look at that garden. But you got to get that off. I'm thinking I got to get that off because it's blocking stuff. That's why things are going to leak. So next thing you know, I'm on a ladder.
Leak and rust, or the weight of it.
It had rusted by now, so I'm guessing whatever it is must be aluminum or something. Yeah, so again, here's a Cajun thing, bro. They built stuff good back in the day. I don't know what it's made of, what kind of metal
but
exactly.
It's good. It's tough.
Good stuff. Don't throw that away. Whatever that is, don't throw that away. That's some good stuff. Even if you take that down, you save that sheet. That's gonna come in handy one day. So I'm on a ladder. I'm going up and down a ladder, trying to like reach over. And I'm pulling out just more.
You're isolating some new muscles.
Oh, dude, I worked this one. I have to try it, man. And then thankfully my nephew, it's early in the morning. Everybody's still sleep. My nephew, the Marine who gets up at the crack of forget dawn. He's up before dawn. He comes out and starts, can I help you, Uncle Dave? I'm like, well, no, I don't want to hurt you too, but just hold the ladder. So I do this for a while, and I'm hot and sweaty. And you want some water? And I'm stupid. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, I should have been drinking water. What, man? I must do this for 40, 45 minutes. And I realized, oh man, they got a shingle that's broken right there. Who am I going to get to come do that? Nobody. I bet you my dad has some stuff in the shed. I bet you I'm down in the shed. I'm finding, man, I found an unopened tube of concrete, and because it's a slate roof, concrete and mortar patch or something.
Dude, you got it all.
Who has that? Do you have an unopened tube
No.
of concrete and mortar patch sitting somewhere? Well, apparently my dad did. Don't know how long. Give me that. Now I got to get up on the roof. I'm an hour and a half into this. Haven't drank water, sweating like a dog. I've been going up and down a ladder for.
And then when it hits, it hits.
And then to get up on this patio thing, right? I've realized I had to bring some boards, some planks, because you can't walk on that. You got to spread it out. So now I'm up on this thing like a skier. I'm like, you got to kind of like, so now you're patching a roof, not a big one, just a shingle that broke, and I think I did a pretty good job actually balancing. you know how hard it is to balance on, well, maybe you do. I don't know. Just sort of, not when you're balancing, not to, just to have fun, like in a yoga class. I'm talking about when you're balancing
not to fall.
You're balancing not to fall either through an awning or off a roof, right? And I'm doing that, and then I finally get that done. And I realize, oh man, they got all this soot and stuff on this side. I got plants growing up out of the gutters back here, man.
I'm up here,
dude. So I'm almost 2 hours into this thing. I like it.
Still no water.
No water. Because I don't need water, dude. I'm not thirsty. My body might be shutting down at this time. And then as I'm finishing, pulling out these impressive root systems that are growing in the gutter, caught my first, I stood up or something. That old guy thing, I stood up, got a little lightheaded. And that's when you realize, oh man, this God's giving you the first warning shot. Bruh, get off that roof. Get off that roof, of course.
And did you?
Eventually, yeah. I mean, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it immediately.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I mean, no, dude. I was like, whoa, I'm kind of a little lightheaded. I mean, look, I had sense. I realized, okay, I'm not gonna stand anywhere near the end of the right. But that's when you got to sort of collect yourself, saying, I know I'm gonna be okay, but I kind of wish
Eventually.
I wish I wasn't sitting on top of a roof right now. Oh gosh, yeah, I know. You go, okay, that's whatever. You want to be one of the Darwin Award winners, right?
Yeah, I can't, dude. The heat at this point. We went because Riley had some, birthday party to go to in New Orleans last weekend. When I grow up, I want to have her friends. Apparently they have a lot more money than me. It was a Sweet 16 party, and they rented some, like a hotel ballroom for this party, and full on catered and everything. So
yeah, okay.
So, yeah, I'm struggling to find a place to park to drop her off because I'm not shelling out $25 for a valet.
Babe, you gotta walk. I'm sorry. I'm gonna slow it down.
I know it's New Orleans, but so anyway, so we got to pick her up 3 hours later. So all right, let's just hang out. We'll go eat somewhere, and maybe we'll venture to the Quarter. I don't know. This is places like in the warehouse district. So we go eat at Ernst Cafe, which I hadn't been to Ernst in 100 years.
Okay.
Yeah, nice place. They sell bottled beer for $1.
No.
Yes. And so I saw it. I said, is that like draft beer? No, everybody asks that. I said, I bet they do.
Gee,
but apparently the dress code to work there is, you just dress like a slob. Most of the wait staff had, like what looks like workout shirts where it's cut from the shoulder to the hip. Tattooed all up on the belly and everything. But it's like, got beer for $1.
Ernst, huh? I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah. But then we go, we're walking around, and it's white linen night in New Orleans, which is apparently like an art festival or something in their little art district.
Okay.
On, I don't know, Fulton Street or something. I
Wait,
don't
this
even
was
know.
last weekend?
Last weekend, the weekend before your birthday.
Okay,
in New
okay.
Orleans.
All right.
So, and so everybody wears white linen. And my thing was, I couldn't tell you the last time I saw so many white people in New Orleans. But so we're walking around for probably
There was
45 minutes.
it wasn't just the linen that was lily white in New Orleans, right? Okay.
Yeah. And apparently, what a lot of them called art and what I call art are very two different things. But anyway, we're walking. Let's say, let's walk around some more. I probably felt like you did on the roof, except I wasn't doing any work. It's like, man, I got to go sit down somewhere. I'm not gonna make it. Like sweating out of breath.
Well, you had that dollar beer in you.
That's exactly right.
Just one?
No, I had a couple of them. Then there was also somebody like walking around in Ernst giving like free beer. Just samples of, is it Stoli beer?
What's their Stoli? I thought Stoli was like vodka. No,
it might be vodka. I don't know.
About to say they were handing out Stoli, bro. That's why you had to sit down. What's that stuff I was drinking? It got me. So where's their profit center, man? If they're giving away beer, in most places, beer, alcohol that's where the profits come from.
Yeah.
They make jack on their food. They make all their money on
I guess this is just like one of those hole in the wall type New Orleans places that has, it's fairly well known, but still very dumpy.
That's the best kind.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That's the best kind of place. Just they always say, like, well, this is where the locals come. We ain't no locals anymore, hardly, right? I mean, you rarely, of course. I say that. My friend Doug, we went to some, again, hole in the wall place that you just don't want to go to the bathroom if you have to go to the bathroom kind of place, right? He's like, yeah, I think I can hold it. But that was the time we were hanging out and the movie crew was shooting something and they had some kind of fake, fake gunfire, and they were like, bro, that ain't no gun. I grew up in the project. They think that's what a gun sounds like. That's crazy. That's not what it sounds like. Oh man, that's funny. So how did it how was the party? It
was nice. It was, a fancy affair.
But you didn't, she didn't stay overnight.
No.
You still got a little parenting left in you, right? Like, no, babe.
Right. I'm not leaving. Yeah.
I'm not leaving you in a hotel with a bunch of 16-year-olds.
Yeah. So some of them, I mean, because the girl that the party was for had a room, but it's not, she doesn't know a ton of people there because she just knows this girl from swim.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, nice though. Yeah, she had a good time. Yeah, I almost passed out.
We both almost passed out in over a week, but
one was a whole lot, more embarrassing than the other.
I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what, bro, if I'd have fallen off and died, that'd have been embarrassing.
Yeah,
that'd have been. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that.
You got to position yourself when you're on the roof. It's like, all right, I got to get in a spot where if I fall, it's gonna hurt the least.
No, I do. That's the story of my life. I'm a risk guy. I'm always assessing, like, what's gonna happen here, But yeah, no, that's if I fall. And here's the worst thing. I made the neighbor laugh. The neighbor came out the next day. I guess I shamed him. I didn't shame him, but he saw me cutting branches, and he was out the next day cutting branches as well. Which I'm telling you, kids, always looks easier than it is. I mean, and I was joking
that
with
pole saw by itself is a job.
Yeah, like I said, dude. Not my first rodeo.
You got to get one with a chainsaw.
No, that thing is dangerous. At least with no. Chainsaw is that weight to it. It's I get it. Some people swear by those, but I was joking with the neighbor about doing this at my house a couple of times and getting in trouble. I said, here's the sad part is the thing I'm most scared about when I do this messing up is my wife yelling at me. That's right. It's not even like, okay, I messed up. But the worst part is I told you to hire somebody to
I didn't even notice it was coming up.
I didn't know where we cut off. My wife produces the show too. She tells me this. you start having conversations with people, and they're in a different conversation. No, we were in Thibodeau doing something, and she had earsets on. Apparently, she was listening to the podcast, and she says, you really don't have to talk about that break. Nobody knows. It's sort of seamless, and I'm like, well, yeah, you're welcome. That's the high quality production we do.
Right. You see, there might be a day when you don't have time to do this high quality production.
I know.
So we got to acknowledge it.
Appreciate it while you got it. I mean,
Right.
but so yeah, like I said, I don't know where it was cut off. So it was,
you were scared of your wife when you're.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But when you triggered me there when you were talking about the waiters or whatever the dress code or lack of one is. So one of the days we're in Louisiana, we had to get something. I said one of my sisters had to get something notarized. We had to all sign. Apparently something has to get notarized. So like me and my 3 sisters need to sign up something to,
Yeah.
So I'm the one that's from out of town. So let's try to get this done. Where we got to go. Of course it's raining. It's always freaking raining. And I had I got projects. I'm a tree guy. I'm a project kind of guy, right? I got my time is tight. I got to get going. All right, we're gonna go. When? All right, she's gonna get off of work on Friday at noon. All right, great. Well, I knew it in the head. My mom. God love my mom. She wants to believe all of us, right? You want to believe your kids. Sister's getting off at noon. I'm like, she ain't getting off at noon. And she, they may stop seeing people at that time. She ain't getting out. And so we got to block everything out. And, she don't get out of there till like 2:30. So that's another couple hours. Listen, I'm trying, I stopped.
You anticipated that.
I stopped the main project things we're doing, and I'm just sort of on hold. I'm on hot standby to go, right? And I get the call like, oh, I'm leaving work right now, so we're going to meet. So I got to go to a notary. I don't know that I've ever, I turned 57 years old last week. I don't think in 57 years I'd ever been to a notary. That's what they do. It's just
right. That's a pretty good gig.
Okay. So, and this one was, I'm not going to give the name because again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just observing what happens. So find this place. It doesn't even have a sign on the road. It's next to like a nail salon or something, but it's pretty busy. It's got the thing on and it's between say Thibodeau and Houma. And I'll pull up to the front door, the Shell parking lot, the Shell parking lot with puddles. Yay. Again, I'm flashing back to growing up in Galliana, right? Rains. All those Shell parking lots, they got puddles. You park your car, you go to get out. Oh, parked in a puddle. Hang on.
Let it move.
Parking process always takes more time.
Get out on this side.
Because you exactly get out on this side. So again, my sister's running late like she always is. So I'm sitting there with my mom and talking, we just kill time. How long it's going to be? So I'm watching. I'm parked right in front of the door of this notary. You look, I always think this would be a good show. This would be a good reality show. Just film the comings and goings at a notary, dude. I wish I had, I wish I had the tattoo commission on, right? And the vape pen. I'm telling you, 75% of the people walking into this place are puffing on a vape. And
they got to get that last hit before they go in the door.
Oh, it's so obvious. It's crazy. It's crazy. You just going like, look at that. Had some blue hairs. One leg, it might have been purple. I'm not good with colors, but I wanted to just like
blue hair. You don't mean an older lady?
No. I mean blue. I mean legit blue. I mean legit tatted. Look, man, great. I just wanted to put the window down and because I'm sitting there in the air conditioning with my mom. We are not going join the Star Wars Cantina bar. Right. And I'm sure everybody, lovely people doing things. And the other one is how many people walk out to talk on their phone, right? Because they can't have this conversation.
Well, but they probably forgot to bring something or,
I said,
you didn't tell me they were going to charge me for this.
That's probably.
Can you transfer some money?
That's 1,000% had to be what happened going on, man. Because there's one lady out there, she's talking. Then a guy comes over, and they're just like, exactly. I thought you told me don't not sign this.
I got to come back.
You ain't.
What? I'm gonna have to come back
I'm gonna have to come
to put a
back.
stamp on this paper?
I'll bet you they hear that 1,000 times a day inside a notary office. I'm gonna have to come back. What?
Why? I'm here now. Give me the pen.
Oh.
I'll sign it.
Oh man. And then here's what's funny. It's all funny to me, but so we're sitting there and I made a comment about like, I didn't even think that was still a thing. Everybody's hitting these vapes. And then all of a sudden this lady comes out, right? And she lights up a legit cigarette. So she's smoking. And by this time, my sister had and my hand, I swear this is true. My sister drives up and the parking lot was kind of full. So she parks over to the side. I get out and walk over and I have to hit knock on the window. You can't get out here. It's wet. It's you parked in a puddle.
I don't know about the other side, but you can't get out here.
You either got to crawl on this side. You didn't see you parked in a puddle, babe. It's wet. It's wet. You can't get out right there.
That's got to be 3 inches.
Oh, man, you could thank me later. I'm a problem solver. I walk around tapping people saying, hey, let me make your life a little easier right here. So she gets in there and she starts, it was funny. So I forget what it was. We're already late. I kind of made the comment to her. I said, look, I saw about 7 people walk in there since I've been sitting here. None of them have come out yet. Okay. So I don't know how long this is going to be. Get in line, right? Because I've already got 45 minutes into this. Right. So she goes inside and she's in there for a while. And then this lady
so
comes
you're
out.
Still outside?
Yeah, I'm in the car. I ain't getting in. I mean,
I'm going to associate with these people.
Well, it's not even that. I got my mom, right? My mom,
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't want to make her wait out there.
Yeah, go ahead. And he's sitting in air conditioning. Of course, this is my mom. This would be the same. Probably in line with your dad.
Yeah.
Or David, why are you running the air conditioning? Like, we're going to sit here and just run the engine? Yeah.
You're burning gas.
Yeah. It's exactly what we're going to do. I don't care. I don't mind. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's Louisiana on a Friday afternoon. I know it's raining, so it's not incredibly hot when it's raining, but when it stops.
On a Shell parking lot, glare bouncing up.
She'd tell me, yeah, I used to go with your dad to whatever, and I didn't feel like getting out, so I would just, I would just wait in the car. You wait in the car with it off? Oh yeah. I said, man, did anybody ever come check on you? Like, I mean, animal control will go around.
Right. If you were a dog, somebody would be getting arrested.
Come on, mom.
Old lady,
Seriously? You sitting in a car with wow. Okay. So while this is going on, and I see all the vaping going and going on. So one lady legit comes out, she lights up a cigarette, and I'm like, well, I guess she. So a few, 5 minutes goes by, and I text my sister, or something like, what up? And she said, oh, yeah, I'm up next. The notary had to take a cigarette break. I said, oh, I know who I'm going to see. She just
maybe I can catch her out here in the parking lot.
Just came out and smoked a cigarette right in front of my car. Okay.
Yeah. Come on, bring the papers out here.
Oh man, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, look, they put everything on TV. I just to film this. Just film. They should have filmed. They should have, I should have filmed myself on top of that roof just to show the world, like, man, that's
my whole thing with stuff like that though is, you ever noticed, there could be 3 people in the front of you and every one of them takes 15 minutes to get through. You get up there, it takes 2 minutes. And my thing is, why? What am I doing right, or what are they doing wrong? I'm signing the freaking paper.
Makes you feel really superior. You want to turn around to the people behind you and say, "You're welcome."
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Watch this, bro. Watch how you do this.
I used to be that way in the TSA line.
Years ago, I had to go get to a notary, but to an attorney who was also a notary, to sign some papers on behalf of my parents. And I don't know, maybe I had never used a fountain pen before, but the dude gives me a fountain pen.
Fountain pen.
And apparently there's a right way to hold a fountain pen and a wrong way. So I held it the wrong way, which meant all the ink leaked down onto the papers.
Again, you got to step back and say, what kind of Cooyon chew lawyer?
Yeah, bro. What's wrong with the Bic?
A fountain pen. My dad used to have fountain pens. Man, it's an art. I'm not, dude, I'm not here to do art. I'm here to sign my freaking name, man.
Yeah, it's like bro, I can barely write with the rollerball.
Rollerboard drive. Oh, by the way, shout out to Nicholls State Campus Police. Got to meet them. They ran my
warn them or anything?
They ran my plates. They ran. Oh, dude, coming back
For
from
what?
dinner.
Speeding through campus?
Nope, I did not come to a complete stop.
Oh man, the Cushman Patrol.
Coming back from, it wasn't Cushman. These guys, oh no, they got money now. They must have grants. I'm coming back from, we had dinner in Homa, and driving back in, and decided to look at a few things. Drove by the bank branch that I believe my son's going to be working in, and came back around, and they got all kinds of new stuff in Thibodeau. So I come up the back way, and you're doing that old guy thing, man.
Right, sure. That's where the trailer used to be, bro.
They don't care. I mean, they don't care. Right, but I do. Cindy, and my wife say, here, there, and drive by the old long haul. That's where I used to live. They don't even. It must be a toxic waste site now because they've never built anything where my old dorm used to be. But driving through, and then I come up on I forget which dorm it was in the intersection, and I saw the cop sitting right there. I saw him. There's the cop. And go through. I got lights on me. All of a sudden, I got the the fireworks show behind me. I'm like, huh? Pull in, and my son says, "Didn't you see that cop?" I said, "Yeah, I saw him. I'd have waved at him." Shows you how unconcerned I was at whatever I did, and pull in, and they must have been training or something. They had a slow night, bro. Slow night. It's a red car. I blame my wife's car. It's a red car with black rims. So we might have looked like a bunch of heads, who knows, bro, they got some heads. You got to watch it. And in Texas plates. So, I mean, and I roll the window down. This is going to be fun. And I'm trying not to giggle, I'm trying not to right. Cause I first of all, got to find out what I did,
so did you run it or roll and stop?
Roll and stop. I didn't run it. I didn't come to a complete stop.
Yeah.
Dude, the streets were empty. Like it was me. At that time it was me and that guy, but there's more than one, because as I'm talking to this guy and he takes my license, he wants to see my insurance. Of course, we don't have the paper in the car. I got to pull out. My wife, and then my wife can't find it. So I like, oh wait, you texted to me the other day because I had to do something. So like, I'm pulling up and I'm having to scroll. Hang on, I got 4 cars. I go, showing him the thing. And at this point, I'm talking. He says, I'm like, well, I'm just, showing my son, dropping somebody off. So you start that conversation with the cop, just try to say, man, I'm not a serial killer. I'm not moving meth out of here. By the way, if any of y'all are interested, I'm sure there's a meth deal going down right up Audubon right here, like in the trailer park right there, or the apartments. I promise you, that used to be where we lived, right? Yeah. It used to be where all the college students live. Now apparently it's not. It's not. I mean, my nephew that lives in the area says, man, I don't even look. I don't even turn my head when I drive through.
Want to make eye contact and risk ticking somebody off.
Now, granted, it's not the campus. Not like the campus cops are going to be patrolling that stuff, but it's just kind of funny. Like, hang on, you really are calling in, you're calling in my stuff, and I know darn well they're dealing meth right there. But okay.
Yeah, he probably, could have been his first time. He was trying to practice calling in a plate.
And he's like, oh, you used to come here. And I was telling him, I'm showing my son, we used to come here. And
you used to come here. Don't you know who I am? Perhaps you've heard my name.
Bruh, I'm here to interview for the stupid radio station thing on Don't you know me, dude?
I'm part of a documentary.
Who are you?
They invited me here.
Now, it's probably here before you were born, but I mean, still represent. And then while I'm talking to this guy, I'm looking around, talking, again, my son's in the back, and it's kind of, they're just like, I can't believe you didn't see the cop. Yeah, I saw him. He's right here. Okay. So talking to this guy, another one comes up on the right, like he's, gotta watch my 6 back here, bro. That one comes up on the right, and you could tell, they never, they were just kind of looking in. Dude was literally like looking to see who's in the car, and I was just smiling. I didn't even correct him. Shows you how I didn't want to.
Bro, I thought I was wondering where my escort was at earlier. I'm just assumed y'all showing up now and you stopping me.
I came into town. Nobody was here to help. No welcome. No cop, no
No
escort.
banner, no nothing.
I had to drive through that area where they're dealing meth by myself. None of y'all.
What happened to the Dave used to live here sign out where Long Hall used to be?
Hey, well, you know what? There may be one coming up. There may be one. There may be one getting there, but so it shows you how I didn't want to. I just okay, let's get. And then at a certain point they were calling him my stuff, and I'm thinking, I can hear him. They're telling, yeah, it's no, they're more in Sugar Land, Texas. I'm like, oh, geez. Thinking, I don't think I got any record
You got a parking fine left at Nicholls.
I don't think I do. Right? Exactly. Mr. Martin, in 1987, you double parked.
You parked in the teacher spot. That ticket is now worth $72.
I am a teacher. I am a teacher. Oh man. So yeah, he looked at it, and so my wife's dad's military, and we've got USAA. You know, we kind of got that grandfather deal in, right? So he sees my insurance. He says, well, thank you for your service. Man, I've had that happen 1,000 times. 1,000 times everywhere I go. And people thank me for the service. And I always say, well, you know, no, I got it through a relative. I didn't, right? No. This guy says, thank you for your service. I said, you're welcome.
Be safe. Yeah. Back when I was in the military, I don't know if I'd have, done things the way you're doing.
The only time I've ever done that, man. You're welcome.
Please call me Colonel.
That's right. I'm gonna let this one go, young man. You're doing your job.
Yeah. Please give everybody else a note. My son is coming to school here, so I'll be on this campus fairly regularly. I don't want to be dealing with this anymore.
No, exactly. I can't tell you how many friends back home was kind of cool saying, "Oh man, give your son my number. Give your son my number." And I'm like, I will, but he better not be calling you.
Yeah.
One of them's a lawyer. I said, well, I hope he don't need you, but there you go. And son, just because we're giving you all these numbers and just in case, no, don't do it. Don't do it. But all right. What you think, bro?
Yeah, man. Church time.
You got to roll, huh?
Yeah, all right. I got a little time.
All right, God will forgive you. You're doing the Lord's work right now.
Well,
man.
I'm an experienced camera operator. I could just roll up at the beginning and
You're helping America. You're helping America. All right. I think we got it. We got more Louisiana stories to tell later. I'm sure it's going to still be raining and still be
raining.
There'll be plenty
Days
of
our
stuff.
Lives will still be off the air.
Plenty of our stuff to come. All right. We're going to push the button, see if any of this stuff stuck to tape, and get on out of here. Hey, if you want to reach us, and why wouldn't you? Right? Why wouldn't you? You can do it all over the place. You can drop things on social media, but if you want to hit us direct, it's Dave and Juan at protonmail.com. And,
and anywhere and everywhere where finer podcasts can be found.
Yeah.
We're there.
Are we still on all of them?
We're on a few more. I'll Google it today and see where we are, but we're on all of them. Yeah. Still, we're gaining ground in Germany.
All right, man.
Yeah, nobody in the Ukraine yet, but
really,
I think their internet access may be a bit sketchy.
We might have made some anti-Ukraine.
I think we hit China though. We're hitting China,
dude. This is all hitting China. I got news for you. There isn't a time you pick up
filter.
There isn't a time you pick up your phone or log into anything you ain't hitting China. More importantly, China's hitting you.
Yeah.
Remind me that. I'll tell you next week about a buddy of mine sent me something about Chinese companies and stuff like that. I got to be careful. No, we're definitely going to get throttled. Apparently something they're delisting from the exchange because when auditing, sooner or later you're going to figure out like, oh wait, that's all a bunch of lies. That was not a real company, or it's maybe or maybe a real company is just like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're going down the rabbit hole there. All right. We're going to get on out of here. I got a bunch of work to do today myself. And before I go to church tonight, like
the Bible tells you.
Like the Bible tells you, go on Sunday night. I'm going to
ask my pastor that when I see him. Say,
tell him, yeah.
We're having church on Sunday morning.
Man, listen. No, we got it on Sunday morning. We got, dude, it's Catholics. We got it all the time. Saturday night, Sunday mornings. You can watch it on video now. They never got rid of the COVID stuff. They put it out now. I don't think it counts. It doesn't.
You can watch mine live at 11. You go ahead. Really? You see, I wiggle the camera. And that's gonna be me telling you, hey.
Pretend I did. It's That's all I can do to pay attention to mine. But anyway, hey, we're gonna try to get on out of here every week.
Monday.
We
Oh no, I'm skipping the mandate.
You want to give him a break this week? No, because it's not a suggestion. It's not a hint. Yo, this ain't a subtle implication, if I use that word right. It's a freaking mandate.
Exactly, man. Just like mass on a Sunday night.
That's right.
Biblical.
Like it says in the Bible. Get out there and live your best week ever. Do it. Get it. Go for it.
If the rain bothering you, just let it go. Let it go. It's gonna rain again.
You might get there. You might not get there. But you know what? You're gonna get closer if you try. If you try. You think last week I wanted to be standing on top of a roof?
No.
Dehydrated and lightheaded? No.
No.
But you know what? I made it. It was the best week ever.
That's right. Do you park in the Shell parking lot on the side of a puddle? Just get out the other side. Not that big a deal.
It's not. Especially if you
best of the better.
Especially if you got a helpful guy there to tell you, hey, bro, it's wet. It's wet. Don't get out. Don't get out. It's wet. All right. All that said, man. Everybody, you guys have a fantastic week. We'll be back on
Monday.
We're always here.
Yeah.
The fresh ones drops off at the truck on the Monday, but we're always here for you. Until then, have a great one, everybody. Love you, bro.
Back at you, dude. Inmates at a high security pod at the New Orleans Justice Center barricaded themselves inside the pod on Friday, blocking out jail staff. The inmates are all either violent offenders or suspects in violent crimes awaiting trial. The inmates provided jail staff with a letter asking for things like more books and access to TV to watch the Saints games. And it's only preseason.
We should have led with that. That's good.